Hey guys, Frank here from Preston, Melbourne, Australia. Uh, yeah, just I'm doing a challenge. Yeah, I'm about a month late. Yeah, but better late than never. And this is Rob Walker put one out about a month ago, and it was putting up albums. Album titles A to Z released basically this century, 2000 to 2025. So I've got 26 albums here, but I'm doing something a bit different. In the first couple of videos I saw, a couple of guys put albums by this mob in there, but I thought I'm going to do all 26 albums by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, or related. Three letters I couldn't cover them by, but I can do albums that are related to them. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a King Gizzard band, they're a psych band from here, from Melbourne and Geelong. If you're not a fan or you're not into them, yeah, well, there's no point in watching this video. Just maybe go somewhere and check something else out. So yeah, here I'm going to try and go for it, and here we go. All right, so starting with A, I've got this album here. It's a bootleg by the Reverberation Society, and it's called Acoustic Gizzard. Acoustic Gizzard, and it's basically, from last year, album or bootleg recorded of a gig they did in Detroit, which was just an acoustic show. They do them occasionally now and then, just do a full-on acoustic show. And here, yeah, they released the tapes, and um, yeah, the this mob, the Appreciation Society, they've made a bootleg of it. So yeah, absolute killer album, really good, really good. So yeah, that's yeah, each one of them. There you go. There you go. There you go. So there. That's Acoustic Gizzard. All right. B. We've got this one here. And this is Black Hot Soup. Black Hot Soup. It's a 12-inch and it's a remix of a song off Butterfly 3000. And it's done by DJ Shadow, the remix, Black Hot Soup. Absolute killer version. Awesome video. Check the video out. But yeah, really good stuff. Black Hot Soup. All right, C. Okay, another really good record of theirs. C. Changes. 2022. Um, yeah, yeah. Great proggy album. Yeah, it's known for its well, the singles off here was Hate Dancing. Yeah, another great video. But yeah, Changes. All right. D. Demos 1. Yeah, they've released six demos albums, and they're just various demos of various tracks throughout their career. And this is yeah, Demos 1. E. We've got the 2013 Eyes in the Sky. And this is like an American Western album, and it's narrated by Broderick Smith, who's Ambrose's dad, and he's also a very well known musician from back in the 70s. Played in Dingoes and various other bands, and yeah, this is absolutely great. Saw him do it live once with him, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, brilliant. All right, that's E. F. Here we go. This little beauty, Float Along, Fill Your Lung. This very popular album. It's got the song Head On in here and Float Along. Yeah, absolute killer. Killer. All right. G. Here we go. G. This is Gumboot Soup, 2018. This was one of the five albums they released in 2018. Yeah, great, great album. Great. G. H. All right, here we go. It's another bootleg, and this was done by Needle Juice, and it's basically Head On, the song Head On, which was just on the album I just showed, Float Along. But this is Head On, and there's two versions of it. We've got the 2019 Milwaukee, it goes for 30 minutes, is on side A. And then on side B, we've got a version from Adelaide 2019, and it goes for 29 minutes. So yeah, you get bang for your buck here. It's almost an hour long record. So there you go. All right. I. This is quite a popular album of theirs, back in the day. It had their song Cellophane, very psych, sort of, up tempo. Yes. It had Cellophane on it. Yeah. And slow jams on here as well. I'm in Your Mind. Yeah. Great album. Great album. So, yeah. There you go. I. Jay. Well, this is one of the three albums that doesn't have, or it's not a King Gizzard album. They're by a band called Cairo Creatures Club, and the album's called Join the Club. And here, yeah, they're an American band, sort of psyche type band. But Lucas Harwood, the bass player of King Gizzard, he does a few tracks on here. So yeah, that's Jay. Next one. All right, here we go. This is 2020 KG. Absolute perler album. Yeah, it's yeah, they released two beauties this year. Yeah, single off here was Straws in the Wind, but yeah, Automation, the song KGLW, just brilliant. Okay, L. This is like a sister album to that, and this is which one? Yeah, L LW. Um, yeah, part of their microtonal series. Yeah, this is another perler of an album. LW. All right. Okay. M. Here we go. Made in Timeland. This was released also in 2022. It's two 15-minute tracks, basically. Very electronic. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Made in Timeland. All right. M. Next, this was the first record of theirs I got, and first time I saw them live when they were touring this. Yeah, Nonagon Infinity, that very popular record. Um, yeah, quite popular. It's yeah, got Gamma Knife on there. Mr. Beat, Wah Wah. There's not a bad song in the song. Absolute perler. Nonagon Infinity. Oh, here we go. Omnium Gatherum. Yeah, this is their first double album, and this had Dripping Tap on it. That covers the first side, 18 minutes, and just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The whole album, yeah, awesome stuff. Yeah, awesome stuff. P. All right, here, 2018. This is another one, Polly Wonderland. This was one of the five albums they released that year. But this one, they just released the files or the tapes to it, and they allowed other people to bootleg it. They even gave the design of the album covers they want and stuff like that. So quite a few different mobs of people have bootlegged it. Mine was bootlegged by a mob in Geelong, the Loyalty Edition. But yeah, this album, absolutely brilliant. A lot of people would put up there as one of their favorites. And yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. All right. So, all right. What do we got next? We got Q. Q. This little beauty. Quarters. Quarters. Yeah. This is basically four songs. I think they all go for about 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Quite well known for the song River. And yeah, it's released in 2015. Absolute killer, killer. Okay, next we've got R, and we've got this beauty, Red Rocks, live in Red Rocks. This is a Needle Juice 12 album box set. I'm not going to go through them all, but yeah, 12 albums. It's here in this was recorded in 2022 at Red Rocks in the US. They did three gigs there, and at the three gigs they played 86 different songs. And this album is basically a recording of all 86 songs. Yeah, absolute killer. All right, next after Red Rocks, we've got Sketches of Brunswick East. Okay, yeah, Brunswick East is a suburb in Melbourne. They used to live around there or have a studio in there, not far from here actually. But yeah, they yeah made this, and this is sort of like a jazzy type album. The title sort of refers to the Miles Davis sketches of Smain. They do it with another band called the Mile High Club, and yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, sketches of Brunswick East. T. Here we go. The Silver Chord. Yeah, this is. I've got two versions of it. They've got a double album of extended versions of songs and just a single album. But yeah, this is a double album, you know. So they've got songs like Thea, which goes for about 20 minutes on here. But they got this song. It's a techno or electronic album, so there's no guitars on this. Um, but they got the song Silver Chord, this title track, and it's an absolute killer. So yeah, great stuff. They've actually done a few gigs where they've just played stuff off this, so it's more an electronic sort of stuff album. Yeah. All right, you. Here we go. This is called The Ultimate Crumbling Castle. You, and it's basically four versions of the song Crumbling Castle. You know, you got the studio version, we got live in Paris, live in London, and live in Red Rocks. Done by a mob called Garbulum. Yeah, so yeah, ultimate. Next, we got V. Now this is, you could say this is B because this is an album of theirs called Butterfly 3000. But what they did, they released nine different copies of this album, and and the titles were all in different languages. So, and me being a clogwog, I bought the Dutch version of it, and the Dutch word, and the album's called Butterfly 3000, but the Dutch word for butterfly is vlinder. So it's called Vlinder 3000. Yeah, Vlinder 3000. Yeah. So that's my V. Absolute perler of an album. This is also an electronic album. Absolute perler. Yeah. There you go. That's V. W. All right. Here we go. We got Willoughby Beach. Willoughby Beach. And this is the oldest of all the 26 records that I'm showing. This is from 2011. Yeah. Back in their almost teenage years. Yeah. Got a track on here called Blacktooth. Absolute perler of song. Yeah. So yeah, Willoughby Beach. So that's X. W, I mean. Okay, next we've got X. All right, this is a bit of a, this one here. This is a sort of metal or thrashy album, and it's called Infest the Rat's Nest, but it's also called XV because it's actually their 15th album. And so they put XV on the title. So yeah, if you can see XV on there. So yeah, I reckon that would cover as an X. That's it. And that one's actually my last King Gizzard album. Now the last two letters I couldn't do, so I've gone related. And here I've got the Murlocs, and this is Young Blindness. And Murlocs is Ambrose, the keyboard harmonica player at King Gizzard's band called the Murlocs. Yeah, and this is one of his albums. Yeah, yeah. This was released back in 2016. Yeah, it's a great album. Great album. It's got their probably their most well-known song on here called "Rolling On." So yeah, Murlocs, Young Blindness, and the last letter, um, which I haven't got anything related, but I've got this Zapper FM. It's a bootleg. It was released in 2021, but it's a bootleg of a 1980 concert, so it's sort of fuck. That's my Z. But I've put Zapper in here because dare say that these guys, the King Gizzard, are very influenced by Zappa, very heavily influenced, just their timings and the way they play and stuff. So, yeah, I thought I'd go Z for Zappa. Anyway, that's my lot, my 26. Yeah, I hope I haven't bored you. Yeah, you know, subscribe or like or whatever you're supposed to do. But yeah, I'll catch you a bit later on. Yeah, see ya. Bye.